Another fantastic Monday. Turn the light on. Hold on. Why isn't this light coming on? I gotta use my remote. So I want to show you guys the first thing I do when I come into my studio in the morning. I turn on the lights. I turn on my light right here. Turn on the one in the front. And then after I do that, I go to the back of the studio and I get my DTF printer started. And I want to do this live so I can show you guys how easy this is to get started. What's going on as you guys are coming in? Please give the video a thumbs up as you're coming in. All right, so before I even get started, yo, Philly in here. That's what's up. What part of Philly you from? I raised my window because, like I said, the chemicals I believe are toxic. So I raised my window up. I turn on this. That's my air purification system. I accidentally left this on overnight. I meant to turn this off by hitting that, but that stayed on all night. That's okay. I turn on my Prestige. As you guys can see, I just got in here. Turn my computer on. I already have a project in here that I have to get started on. Fingerprint. All right. And before I get started, I go ahead and I do a head clean. Missouri here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So the Prestige is turned on. And as you guys know, many of you guys know, the Prestige A3 Plus R, they discontinued it. I have no idea why. But I guess a lot of people had complaints about it. So you guys don't have to worry about it anymore. But I think they might be coming out with something new. But right now they have the Prestige A4. All right. So what I do in my software is I go ahead and I do a head clean. See where it says head clean? I click head clean. And then the machine's light starts flashing. And then it does a head clean. This head clean takes a couple minutes. And after it does a head clean, then I'll do a print nozzle check. And then I'll just start printing. It's just that simple. And I think I got, here's these prints I started already. Right here, I got like 15 more, and then I'll send this one out to my customer. I actually did this one already, but the customer, one of the colors were off. So I went to fix it for him and redo it because quality. And I'm not gonna put the person's address, but that's already made up. I made that up over the weekend because over the weekend I came in here and I did 5 of them, so I wouldn't have to do so much this morning because I'm not gonna be in here that long today. Because today is the last day at the studio before Wallapalooza and all the influencers coming to Wallapalooza in Fargo, North Dakota. It's going to be great. Going to be a great experience. And for those of you who want to come out to a free event, A Print Supply is going to be having an event in California. I'll put the details in the description down below. After I get off of this live, I'll do the cover and all that stuff and fancy the video up a little bit. But all right, so now the Prestige A3 Plus R is done doing its head cleaning. Now I'm going to do print nozzle check pattern. Nozzle check pattern. Now it's going to do a quick nozzle check pattern. That's it. We're ready to go. And that's pretty much it. And now I got 10 of these to do. I'm going to set it to 15 because 15 is going to finish up what I have to do for this. I'm going to center the design. I'm going to bring it over a little bit right here in the center of the page. And I already got it mirrored. I already got the color adjusted and stuff like that. Let me just double check. This is really important when you guys are doing DTF, the color adjustments. That's how you get your colors to be really, really on point. You got to adjust the colors until it looks like your artwork. All right, press OK. And then up here is my thing. I'm gonna press print, and then it's gonna start printing this out. All right, gotta do 15 of those. That's gonna take a nice amount of time. All right, so there you go. It's about to start, and there you go, all starting. And just so you guys are, if you guys are interested in seeing as it starts, there's the 1 foot right there being printed. All right, you guys see that 1 foot, this foot right here, this at the top. It's printing that right now and then putting white on top of it. All right, just got to studio. No issues. And I do this all the time. This printer stays sitting sometimes 2 to 3 days. I just want to walk in the studio, just walked in here and give you guys the real what goes on. All right. So yeah, let me turn this off for a second. I don't know why, but I accidentally left it on all night since yesterday. Just gonna give it a little rest, I guess. I don't know. Let me read some comments. What up, bro? Kansas 913 up in here. Morning from the Bahamas. That's what's up. Crystal says good morning. Good morning, Crystal. Hey, sending greetings from East Chicago, Indiana. What's going on? So we both was in I wasn't in sanitation. I have no idea. I was in Area 5. Question: what will you do if parts break down since they discontinued the procedure? Just because they discontinued it, I think they're still going to offer support. But I've never needed parts for it. And I kind of got a handle on the maintenance. So I don't foresee any parts breaking, and I'm not really worried about it. Because I really kind of like, I beat the crap out of this machine, and I don't anticipate anything breaking down on this machine, to be honest with you. And if it does break down and they stop supporting the machine, I'm pretty sure I can go on Alibaba and find some parts or something like that for a printer that looks similar to it and get some replacement parts. But I don't anticipate any parts breaking down on it because I use it. I beat the crap out of it, and it just goes. And I'm up on my maintenance. When it starts printing weird, I just like do a type of cleaning. I made a video showing the cleaning that I do, and I just did one recently, so I'm not really worried about it. And that thing, I've made so much money off of that thing already that I'm not even, if it breaks down, I'll just buy the next new DTF printer that's out, and I'm not worried about it because it's more than service purpose. Because yeah, when you're done, do you need to use a powder, or the powder is already in it? Yeah. No, the powder is already in it. Yeah, I get that a lot, Lisa. A lot. I favor the Wayne's brothers. I get that a lot. So the powder's already in it. I'll show you guys. So powder goes right here. There's none in there right now. That's because it dropped down. So I'm gonna take the powder from down here and put it in here. I could do that right now, as a matter of fact. Let me show you guys. Let me prop this camera up so I can show you guys. Put that right there. Boom. Show you how I do that. Give this video a thumbs up as you guys are coming in. So this, got a little card I use, just a little regular card. And I just scrape it. Who else shows you all of this? Only on this channel will you see all of this. Scrape the powder in here. Only on this channel will you see all of this. And this is just extra powder that falls down into this little area right here. And this tray right here catches it. So this is all powder that I poured in here like yesterday and the day before yesterday and the day before that. Yeah. So this is the powder catcher. Alright, so then I put that back in the slot. Down here, I'll show you guys. Give me a second. Whoa. Yeah, I put this back in the slot. You guys see it's a lot of powder in there. Put that back in the slot. And that's in there. So as it's shaking, the powder drops down into that slot right there. Alright. And what I do is I kind of like lay this down evenly across the whole thing so that when it drops onto my DTF, it like drops down evenly, kind of, sort of, if that makes sense. All right, so you can see my DTF printing already, getting it done. All right, so hope that helps. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Early bird king, that's right, early, you gotta get in there. And guess what? And I got my workout in. I went to the gym this morning. I didn't post anything on the video on the workout because I don't think y'all like to see that, but I don't care. Hey man, health is wealth. You know what I mean? You gotta stay healthy when you're doing this stuff. All right, what else? Any more questions, guys? You guys got any questions for me? Do you guys have any questions for me? I was thinking about purchasing the Ricoma embroidery machine, but changed my mind. Okay. Crystal candy. Okay. Well, you know, only you know what's best for you, so don't purchase it. You know. Good morning. Good morning. So good morning, everybody. And anybody else have any questions for me? I just want to show you guys because Teresa, how do? I want to make some stuff. I'm going to make a shirt and put A-Dubb Productions on it. It's going to be applique. I got to use my laser cutter and my embroidery machine. So I want to do that. And I'm not going to be in the studio for a long time today. And I want to wear that shirt to Wallapalooza. So if you guys don't have any questions for me, I'm going to get off this live. I just wanted to show you guys. My intentions for this specific live was just to show you guys how I come in here and I get to work in what I do. How many inches per hour can the Prestige print? Not that many. I think it's between 6 and 9, something like that. Not that many at all. Not that many. It's kind of slow. It's a slow machine, but it gets the job done. How did you find out about the upcoming trade shows and exposés, I assume? And how much do you charge per 11 by 11 prints? And I want to order from you. Just go to alanawade.com and it has all the pricing there. For 11 by 11, I think you got like $6 a sheet. It's really cheap. It's really inexpensive. So let me type that in for you guys. Where's my typing thing? I don't think I could type. Yeah, I don't have a. Where's my option to type? Live chat. Boom. Somebody type in alanawade.com for me, please. Type in alanawade.com for me. alanawade.com. That, and just click on DTF, and that'll you can click on the size that you want. Yeah. But Teresa asked me, how do I find out about the upcoming expos and trade shows? So the main expos and trade shows are GPX, Printing United, and Impressions Expo. So just go on their websites. Go on gpx.com, gpx.com. Go on printingunited.com and go on what's the other one called? Impressionsexpo.com, and see where the trade shows at. And once you go to those trade shows, people in those trade shows can tell you about the other ones that are kind of like garment decorating, but for the most part, those are the 3 ones that you want to go to if you're interested in apparel decorating. All right, let me see what else we got here. How many hours a day are you using your Prestige? Sometimes I use it from the time I walk in here to the time I leave. So that might be, I don't know. I'm in here a long time sometimes. All day in here, like I'll come in here around this time, and sometimes I'll leave at about 8. So it'll be printing a whole entire time. So yeah, I use it a lot. I've even used this. I think the most I probably printed with it. I had a big school job to do, and I printed with this thing for about 2 days straight. 2 days straight with no breaks for the machine, and it just kept on going. And I haven't any problems with it. What kind of ventilation system do you have? The window and my respirator and the little air box, the air purification box that comes with the Prestige. It doesn't come with it. It's an option that you can buy. But I don't use my respirator until I feed some film into the heater, and then when it starts melting the powder, then I put on my respirator. Thank you, Demps. I appreciate that. Do you ever think about having classes for beginners who would like to do DTF? I don't think it's necessary. Classes, I don't think it's necessary because DTF is really, really easy. If you used a printer before, you can use a DTF machine before. So, I mean, I could do classes, but it'll probably be by request because I can't see a large amount of people wanting classes on DTF because it's really simple. They're really just printers. They're really just printers, and to have a class showing how to use it, it's just a printer. You're literally doing nothing but print. You take an image, and you print like you print on a regular printer, right? Except you're printing on a film. So there's no really need for a class for that. How long did it take you to get to the level of building out in your studio? In my studio, or how long did it take me to get to my studio? To have a studio, I don't know, maybe like over 10 years, over 12 years. Once I got to the studio to fill this up, I don't know, maybe like 4 months. It was empty, and then like next thing you know, it was full. Yeah, stuff. When stuff starts going and happening, it happens real fast. But I just didn't say I want to garment decorate and get a studio. I started off in a spare bedroom. What's this guy's name? Yeah, Survivor Larry. Survivor Larry. The good thing about this channel is everything that I did is on the channel. So you can go back. I advise you just go back in the videos to when I first started posting and follow along the journey. You can see the year, what year it was, see where I was at. It was a bedroom, next thing you know, I'm in the other bedroom in my house. And then my son went to school, and I went to his bedroom, and then next thing you know, I moved to the other house, then I'm in the basement, and then all that's videoed. So you can go check it out and check out the years and check out what I had and what I was doing, all that stuff. So, do you ever thanks for answering questions. No problem, of course. Answer question. So we seem to be having issues with the roll misaligning while printing. Any tips on that? Yes, absolutely. How many? So what you have to do, and what I do, is when you put the roll down and you press the 2 buttons, feed some out, and if it starts going over to the side, then take it out and put it in. I take it out and put it in, take it out and put it in, take it out and put it in until I start feeding it out, and it pretty much comes down straight. Sometimes I might be there like 10 minutes just taking the roll out and back in with the feed out, feed in button just to make the roll go in perfectly, right? Because if you got the picture this is your tray. You want your roll to come down straight, right? You want it to come down straight, not a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, because then as you're printing, it gets further and further to the left or to the right. You want it to come down straight. So keep on feeding it out and then feed it back in. If you need to make a minor adjustment because you didn't cut that roll straight, you just got to keep on working at it. Until there's no method or madness. You just keep on taking it out and putting it back in until you get it to be straight. And then once you get it straight, you don't have to worry about anything. I see the Prestige A3 is coming. Do you think you will get it? If it prints faster, I'm definitely going to get it. If it prints faster, because it's worth it. It's worth it for me. In my opinion, it's worth it. But I'm going to give you guys, since you guys are here with me, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek or something. Some people probably already saw it. But right now, I'm in the process of getting this thing running right here. It's pretty much good to go. It's pretty much good to go. I just have to align the white. I didn't have to do that with this. This came ready to go, kind of, sort of. I just had to get on with technical support a little bit, and they had to set some stuff up. But this one, for some reason, I got to align. They send you a video. Well, it's like, I just got to align. Once I align everything, then this will be printing. So, yeah. So we got another one. A little surprise for the people to watch the live. Because not a lot of people watch the live. So, you know, not too many people see that. So here we go with that. If you guys want to see the print that it created, I'll flip it a little bit so you guys can get a little peek. See a little peek of that. Peek of that. Same settings as yesterday, so this is how it's gonna look right here. Alright. Yep. So it's doing a second one right now. And I can't exactly tell you how long everything takes because every design is different size, every design has different colors. So if I sit here and say, okay, let's time this and see how long it takes this whole image to print out, that's only for this specific design. Next person's design might only be that, or might only be something like that and not have any text, right? Next person's design might only be text and not have that. Next person's design might have 2 colors instead of like 5 or, you know what I mean? So every design is going to take a different amount of time to print out. But generally speaking, this thing, I mean, depending on the design, it gets the job done. It gets the job done, you know? You guys can see it in action as it's printing. The head does not move that fast, but I like the thing. Some people don't have the experience that I'm having, but I think it's a beast, and you can't kill this machine. It just goes. And they probably know that they messed up. That's why they discontinued it. They probably, you know, who knows? Maybe they want to milk it a little bit more and want to put out something, and then I don't know what their method to their madness was. Maybe they were having too many complaints about it. Because sometimes, a lot of the times, companies put out good products and might have too much difficulty getting it set up, so they pull it back and try to go a different route. Maybe that's what happened. I have no clue whatsoever. But it's a shame. It's really a shame, because now that I'm still showing mine running and stuff like that, and they discontinued it, a lot of people want it now. Y'all should have got it when I told y'all to get it. But now you can't get it. So I don't know what to tell you guys. Go to AlanAwade.com and order your transfer. So now with this guy right here, oh my God, this guy right here. See, that's the babysitter. You gotta humidify it and all that stuff, and it's almost out of ink. Now I gotta shake the cartridges. I don't gotta do none of that with the Prestige. I don't have to do any of that with the Prestige, guys. So when people tell you guys, I'm trying to prop you guys up. When people tell you guys they don't like DTF because it has all this maintenance just like DTG, that's bull. That's bull. DTF is nowhere near the maintenance that DTG is. Nowhere near, shape, form, fashion. I don't have to do this with my DTF printer at all. I don't have to. I just did a maintenance for this where I stood here for like 20 minutes yesterday and cleaned the maintenance station and cleaned the print head. I don't have to do that for my DTF printer. You literally have to come in here and do this every day. Shake the whites every day. The DTF printer has an agitation system where it stirs the white up by itself every couple hours. I don't have to do that with this. All right, I don't have to do that with the DTF printer. So I think a lot of people are putting out information based on what they think versus people that actually have it. You know what I mean? That's why I tell you guys, be careful where you get your information from. I don't do this with my DTF printer. I leave my DTF printer sit for weeks at a time, and I'm confident that it's going to be all right because they have self-agitation systems, right? This doesn't have that, so you have to manually agitate it. And that was a countdown system. Countdown system is gone, and now it's going to do a cleaning itself, and it's ready to print. But I'm low on white ink, and I haven't even printed anything in a while, and this just, all my white ink is in that waste container right there. Yeah, so DTG is nothing like DTF. I give you for example right here. Even this right here, you're asking if it's not working, if I'm not using it yet, why is it still on? It's still on because I leave it on because the white gets agitated every, I don't know, hour or 2 hours, it starts stirring. See this unit right here? It stirs the whites automatically, right? So I leave the printer on. I can't compare this to this yet because I haven't been using both, but it seems like this is, see? If you guys listen, this right here is on right now and it's stirring the white. It's stirring the white by itself. So the white has some type of chemical compound inside of it that makes it easier to get clogged. These colors are fine. They can sit and not get clogged because they're not as thick. They don't have the same composition as the white. So they can sit in the lines a little bit longer, whereas the white needs to be agitated, right? So I don't know why people are saying that this is, it's clogged. It probably gets clogged because people turn them off. You're not supposed to turn it off. Like, I'll leave this on, right? This one I'll leave on also, but this one you can turn this off, but the main switch to turn it off is right here. You leave that on. You turn that off and leave that on. That way the agitation system on here can work while you're out, right? This has an agitation system built in inside of it. I'll show you guys, and I showed it on another video before. There's a metal rod right there in the back, and when your ink is low, you can literally see the blades on it, and it stirs the ink on its own. So that ink is not going to clog. You don't need to shake it up. None of the other lines have that in there. None of them have that in there. None of them have that metal rod in there. Only that one. And you can hear it when it does it. As it's idling, when you're not printing anything, you can hear something go, and it starts stirring the ink by itself. I never had any clogging problems. You know what I mean? Other people have. You know, I don't know what they're doing. I'm not in their studio, but for some reason, I don't know. I have better luck with other people than this. So what I do now is, as some has printed it, I go ahead and feed it in here. Be careful you don't touch the part. I'm doing this with one hand, so it's very difficult. Be careful you don't touch your ink. It's wet. All right, so I fed a little bit in that slot right there. Now I got it right here. Now I'm going to create the little loop right here. All right, feed some more in, one-handed. See the bottom of my image right there, the legs. So now I can turn this on. Tap the screen, hit heat. So the heater can start heating up. And now I could actually drop some powder down in there. But I'm gonna wait for a little while longer. All right. So yeah, that's how I do that, guys. Let me see if I have any more questions over here. Can the software for the printer be used on other computer? Okay, if you download the software on one computer, can it be used on another computer? Why would you want to do that? I don't understand why you'd want to do that. If you want to switch computers, then you have to uninstall it on one computer and put the permission with the license on that another computer. Yeah, so if you have the software downloaded on one computer, you only got one license. So you can't just download it on 22 computers. That's not how licenses work. You know, other than that, then companies wouldn't make any money because one person will buy the software and then you just let everybody or all your friends download it. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, software is good for one computer, and yeah, it works on the computer. Do you have to leave the back on to circulate the ink while away? Well, that's obvious, yes. Can the software for the, okay. I heard that they can place the DTF on vacation mode so that you can travel. Is that true? I can't. I've never heard of any vacation mode. I don't know what that is. I just leave mine sit. I'll turn the power button in the front off, and I'll just leave it alone. Like right now, I'm going to Wallapalooza. I'm flying out Tuesday morning. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm back Friday, right? On Friday, we'll revisit this. So it'll be here. It might be here. It will be here, but Loveland might come in and fill some DTF orders if you guys order. So Loveland might come in and fill some orders, but besides that, it's just gonna be sitting here. So yeah, okay, sorry about that. Cutie Lush, sorry about that. You're providing great information. Like a Mac. Oh, is that software compatible on Mac? No. I don't think DTF Station software is compatible on a Mac. I think you definitely need a PC. If someone was considering either DTG or DTF machines for their business, what would you suggest? I would suggest DTF. I would suggest DTF. Way more consistent, way less headache, easier to do. And with DTF, you're getting two businesses in one. Some might say DTG, same thing, because you can create transfers with the DTG. But the process of creating a transfer with a DTF machine, you're supposed to do it, versus DTG, it's made for printing onto the shirt. And the process for creating a DTF is more time consuming, more labor intensive, I'd say, because you're forced to use the manual method where you shake the powder on and then you place it under a heat presser or in a Phoenix oven or something like that to cure the powder. It's way more labor intensive. There is no add-on to a DTG machine to make it have a roller. So you're kind of buying two businesses in one when you buy a DTF printer and you have the shaker and the roller combo. So I would say DTF, but I will say DTG does have a better feel than DTF. And as you guys can see, I have two DTG machines, one right here and one right here. Now, if I could go back in time, I'd probably use the money that I bought that second DTG machine, and I would probably have the Prestige L2, the bigger DTF machine. So possibly Prestige L2 coming to the channel soon. Drop that bomb, boom. Right? But also I'm running out of space in here, so I can only do but so much. But we'll deal with that in the near future. You're absolutely right. It's a great process, but it's very manual intensive to do DTF. Yeah. Is it DTF color as vibrant as DTG? Yes, it is. It is as vibrant as DTG. It's just it's a different feel. DTG is a softer feel on the shirt. Now, you can get a soft feel if you use some T-Seal when you do your final press on your DTF. It is a very good feel. It's comparable. It is, to me, comparable to screen printing, and you can do some tricks if you're good with graphic design software like rasterizing and stuff like that. But overall, it's nobody cares that much about the feel that DTF has. Like it's not like oh my gosh, like you know how people freak out with white toners feel, even though it's not that serious either. But it is it's more significant than DTF's feel. So yeah. How many gang sheets are you producing on an average daily with the Prestige? As many as I need to. it's I produce stuff when I get orders, so I can't tell you like I'm producing. I'm not getting orders like I'm a DTF company. If I was getting crazy orders like that, then I would have more machines, right? Or I'd have a bigger, faster machine right now. I just started selling transfers, so it's not, my transfer business isn't booming like that, but it is doing good, right? To the point where I did get another DTF machine, like you guys see. But I didn't get the big L2, which I plan on getting because my business isn't where I want it to be yet, right? So when it gets there, then I'll get the machine to justify it. But right now, I'm not just getting machines just to get them. And yeah. I think people are so fascinated with gang sheets right now. What's it like? Yeah, like a gang sheet is nothing but a person putting a bunch of images on a piece of page. Like it's the same thing as printing like the same image, like now. Like I can stuff a couple images in between that thing that I'm printing out right now, and that could be a gang sheet. It's not like I don't know what the thing is. Hype is with gang sheets. Because then you get your gang sheet and you got to go home and you got to cut it out, and then you got to feel like you got a bunch of transfers. But I mean, and you do, but you know, I don't know. I'm gonna put a gang sheet option on my website just so people can, so I can cash in on a fad. Do you believe, Alan, that you were going to grow your shop in less than a year because I'm not sure what that question is. Do you believe, Alan, that you were going to bother grow your shop in less than a year because he just got into the shop maybe a year or two ago and you have so many different pieces of equipment? Did I believe I was going to grow to this fast in a year? I I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to it. I was just happy to have a space. And probably not. Probably not. I probably didn't believe it. But I mean, it happened, and I welcome it. And I could have a lot more in here, but I don't want to. I turned down a lot of stuff because one, I don't have space for it, and two, I don't want it. I could have had more embroidery machines, could have had more printers, more heat presses, but you know, how many times I'm gonna show you guys a heat press? You know what I mean? I mean, what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got six 16 by 20s in here. One sitting on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 16 by 20s, and 2 15 by 15s in here. Like, how many heat presses do I need? You know, look at it. Look at this. Look at this. 16 by 20. 16 by 20, 16 by 20, 16 by 20, 16 by 20, 15 by 15, 15 by 15. And if we go over here, we got a shoe press, swing away, right? And if we go over here, look, I got a tumbler press in this box right here. I never even opened it. Like, never even opened it. It's still in a box. It's been sitting there for months. I got a box right here I never opened. Like, I got, like, I have more things than I have hours in a day, and every time I try to do something, you guys are gonna get to the point where every time you try to do something, something else comes up, causing you to have to put that thing on a back burner every single day, right? That's why it's good to have help. So, but you know, I mean, you do what you do, and I'm very blessed, and I appreciate the opportunity. So right now, I got a nice little loop right here. So I'm gonna turn on the fan, and that's gonna create a suction right here. So I'm gonna grab this piece right here, and I'm gonna put it on the fan area that creates the suction. All right, I'm gonna put it on here, right, and then I'm gonna hit the fan button. I turned on the fan. Now this is stuck to here. Now I'm gonna hit the dust button, and that's gonna put some powder down in here, and that's gonna suck some of this down here, right? It's gonna, see, watch. So the weight of the powder is gonna push that down. All right, see how that went down a little bit? Sorry, it's not focused, but put too much powder in there. But the powder is now down in there, and boom. And now I'm wait till it comes out a little bit more. And I'm gonna turn on the roll, the shaker and the feed. The shaker is what knocks the excess powder off, and the feed is what feeds the film into here. This is the feed roller right here. It sucks onto the film, and it feeds it in. And the oven works with the feed. When you turn the feed on, the oven, it also tells the thing to power the oven on. All right? So it's kind of like a system. They kind of work together. And, you know, so since we've been on this live, I mean, print that image, put the white down. Since we've been on this live, we got 1, 2, 3, 3.5. Not that much progress, but guess what? If you want to print faster, you got to come with the more money, man. So this is sufficient for me right now. Right now, if I wasn't on live with you guys, I'll be working on my embroidery project. So I'm going to go work on my embroidery project in a little while. But I just want to answer some more questions. So let me sit down and answer a few more questions before I get off of here. And I'll be keeping you guys up to date with everything going on at Wallapalooza. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I hope to get on your level one day. What day are you going to be in Baltimore? I'm not going to be in Baltimore, unfortunately. You got to come to an event. I'm going to be, Baltimore, the expo in Baltimore. I'm going to be there every day that it's going on. The expo in Baltimore. Is that Impressions, right? Yeah, I'm going to be there every day. No, it was at GPX. I'm going to be there every single day that it is in Baltimore. So I'll see you in Baltimore, Kimberly. And you will get there. If that's what you want to do in this industry, you'll get to my level and you'll pass my level. The prestige manufacturer. Okay, do you consider buying from China? I found the DTF manufacturer, the prestige manufacturer, that is. You know,